Ladies and gentlemen, next up we have Ms. Mariana Bulbuch. Ms. Bulbuch is the founder and CEO of BizMoses Business Services and has, over the last 15 years, specialized in diplomatic and corporate world relationship development. Ms. Bulbuch has extensive knowledge and expertise in the licensing and restructuring of businesses in the UAE and is at the forefront of entrepreneurial development in Dubai.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorary guests, it is my team at BizMoses, Anna, to be here today in our quality as a knowledge partner of this event. It is my pride to be an entrepreneur in the UAE in the last 12 years. And I would like to start my presentation today with a personal statement. As an entrepreneur in the Euro-Asian continent, in the last experience I know myself, there's nowhere I found a more open to communication, support, a more forward-thinking and polite and professional government authority than in the UAE. I, as a woman entrepreneur, found myself safe, supported, and understood by the government of the country that I represent today. UAE government has been evolving in a tremendous speed in the last years. Even though it is a young country, it is at the leadership in so many markets, as many of the speakers in front of me have explained before. Why UAE I would want to start with, it's just a brief, as others said, there's millions of reasons. Why should you consider UAE as your trade partner, as your base camp, or as your future investment destination? First of all, I find UAE the most transparent, fast forward-thinking and innovative business environment in the Middle East. UAE now has become the center focus of the Middle East. All Middle Eastern countries look up to the events that are happening, to the updates in the law and regulations, to the government platforms that support entrepreneurs. And while you become a part of these platforms, it means you automatically have the exposure to the whole GCC market with minimum investments in your marketing strategies. Government supports you to have that exposure and to have the right instruments in place to be successful. Second important point that I think is the exceptional diplomatic ties and impeccable country reputation worldwide. It's very important to have that stability in your business environment, isn't it? Well, I find it very important. Third would be the most cost-effective and fast to register first entry in the GCC market with immediate exposure to neighboring countries. UAE fees on licensing and trade have been reviewed in the last few years multiple times, and the best news is always in a decrease manner. So the costs are becoming lower and lower, the government is becoming more flexible to support you, and the ties worldwide come in hand in helping you to have the exposure you need. A supportive and open to discuss government body means that when you come and you don't find what you need, or your business, or your network, or your area of industry does not exist, the government is always there to support you to create it. Now, as you know, activities and business types every single day appear new. From wellness and well-being industry to the high-tech 3D printing to the trading technologies and techniques that maybe in the Middle East are not even present at the moment. Well, I've never found anybody as welcoming and as an open to receive you, listen to you, and support you in creating those platforms so you can actually be there. And a tax-free environment with 100% repatriation of capital and profits to the country of the investors is definitely a good point. Be a part of the biggest, most spectacular and awaited event worldwide, Expo 2020 in Dubai. Well, I don't think I would repeat myself on the Expo explanation. His Excellency Ambassador Mahash Al-Hamidi has explained to you what opportunities Expo is bringing. I think that having in one spot access to over 25 million visitors to the Expo and more than 27,000 companies participating says everything. what I would like to move next is a little bit of the structuring types of licenses and companies in the UAE, very briefly. First of all, I would like you to know that UAE has multiple free zones throughout all the Emirates, and the beauty of these free zones is they are created around specific industries, which means they bring you the knowledge, the expertise, the structure, and the most important thing, understanding of your business. So you need to have the port facilities. There's plenty to choose from in all the Emiratis. You need airport facilities, then you have that. You need something around innovation hubs and technology hubs. There's free zones dedicated to that, with knowledge, with specialists at the leadership of these free zones to create and adjust to the packages that you need. Tax-free environment, customs import regimes that are specifically drawn around the businesses that you want to bring in the region. Also, a second jurisdiction found in the UAE is the mainland. Mainland means all areas that are not under the free zone jurisdictions and is regulated by the main government bodies. Now, for an investor to be able to trade worldwide, it's a good startup of licensing and registration in the free zone authorities. There's a few free zone entities with us today from the UAE that you can approach and have more details about how you can be a part of their groups. Mainland jurisdiction is more for the investors to access the mainland government projects, Expo 2020 licensing, as well as operate within the UAE jurisdiction. When we look into a more detailed presentation about why free zone is best for your business, I'd like you to know that 100% foreign ownership, regardless of the structure you want to create, a branch, a subsidiary, an LLC company, a sole establishment, or any other industry that you want to enter, the 100% ownership is available in free zone in any type of industry: commercial licensing, professional, consultancy, or industrial. Tax-free environment and full repatriation of capital and investment is one of the best benefits of being in a free zone authority. As I said earlier, the free zones are designed around specific business categories, so they understand what you need and they deliver exactly what your business needs. Of course, no requirement for signatories to travel to the UAE for a registration process. This is one of the newest updates in the free zone. So when you know entities that have multiple directors, it is always a challenge to have them all travel at the same time, sign the required documents, and be there for the process. Well, there's numerous facilities at the moment that you do not have to have that travel. You can have your license ready and running and all projects and platforms in place before you travel to the UAE. And I think this is a beautiful new platform created by the free zones in the UAE. And dual licensing platform, it is really a new project that has initiated about 3 months ago. The government supports entities to set up in free zone and mainland at the same time, saving time and costs, allowing the companies to trade worldwide and in the UAE at the same time. At the price and time frame of only one license, you obtain 2, and you automatically have the support of foreign trade and the local government authorities. Now, why would you have to look at mainland jurisdiction for your business? First of all, the speed of registration, and I don't joke when I say you can have your license within 1 hour. I think this is amazing. When you have a contract pending for signing and you need that license at the speed of light, well, I think UAE is one of the very few governments that has reduced the bureaucratical procedures in order to deliver the licensing to the investors in timely manner. Of course, all due diligence and verification of the documents will have to happen, but the speed of processing says everything, right? I'll have to add here that company formation nowadays, it's almost 80% done throughout online platforms. So investors from anywhere around the world can log in the platform they've been created, either in free zone or mainland, and see what is happening to their registration, where they're at, what documents are needed. Everything is available in English and Arabic. Having access to a multinational language communication is very important as well. The direct government support in obtaining all necessary approvals and official permits. A lot of platforms have been created in mainland by the government, and whoever becomes a member of those platforms can have access to amazing innovation innovation hubs, funding platforms, support to penetrate the local market, connections with beautiful companies such as Etihad Credit Insurance or Standard Chartered Bank to get the right support for your business in the region. Also, 100% foreign ownership is available with exceptional platforms created to support foreign investments in mainland, specifically for consultancy and services industries. Trading industries are still accepted with 100% ownership based on the specific model of your business. Government projects such as Modern Farming, Industrial Hub, She Trades MENA, which is something very close to my heart, Investment Hub and Dubai Innovative Hub, and many, many others are very important platforms for freelance investors as well as SMEs or multinational. I'd like to touch two of these projects today because I think I have the audience that would be interested in them. First of all will be the Modern Farming. Modern Farming platform has been under creation for 8 months. It has been supported at a federal level, and it is at the moment the only platform in the UAE that has direct government support under the Prime Minister's office in the Department of Food Standardization for any foreign investor to own 100% of 9 farming activities with facilities to land rentals with very low fees or certification for bio products at the government level. The licensing happens within a day. The investors can own, produce and trade within the UAE and abroad with 100% ownership. And the government supports the export from the UAE of farmers, foreign farmers, with beautiful platforms such as She Trades MENA. Now, She Trades MENA is about she, so supporting the women who want to export from the UAE. It is exceptional how I participated in this platform personally, and I was amazed to see how the government introduces women to foreign markets directly to verified distributors, so then they don't waste time, money, and trust in the partners they create worldwide. I think this is an initiative that is worth of great attention, especially considering we're in the Middle East. Yeah, and of course, last but not thank you. Thank you. Last but not the least, of course, partnership and collaboration with the most expected event in the Middle East, Expo 2020. Companies who would like to be members and partners in the Expo team would have to be licensed in mainland under the main government jurisdictions. And of course, they would have access to a transparent bidding platform where you can see who you compete against and you can prove that you are one of the businesses that is worthy and able to partner with such a wonderful event worldwide. What I want to touch here is the sustainability of Expo 2020. As you see around the world, a lot of people say, well, Expo comes and goes, what remains after? Well, the innovation and the wonderful vision of the leaders of the UAE is they created Expo 2020 not a one-time site. They've created it as an existed sustainable city. So whoever will be in Expo now for the next 6 months of Expo event and after have the sustainability guarantee of your business being continuously exposed and working on that side after the event as well. And I think this is something that is happening in the expo industry for the first time out of my knowledge, and I think, again, it's worthy of pride of the UAE's leaders. Well, a brief intro about who we are. Bismos's team offers over 20 years expertise in mainland, free zone, and offshore company formation services within the UAE and Saudi Arabia. We can assist you with government relations support, special business approvals, and UAE visa services. We have, of course, as I stated, amazing government platforms to sustain our consultancy knowledge and our customers into entering the UAE market. You have our contacts here. My team will be outside at the Bismos's desk to answer all your questions when you have them. Thank you very much for your attention.